EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Patriots defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Here's Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So out comes the Patriots offense as they'll get their first shot at things here. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Achane here, they stay on the ground. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. A run straight ahead with Achane. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Patriots had 6 and 9 to start play. Yeah, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Milton. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
The Ravens offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now it's Watson as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Watson. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Aiden Hutchinson.
He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Here's Watson.
Open man there is Darnell Washington.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Here we go on fourth. Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
They'll run with a former LSU Tiger.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. To throw is Watson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Now Watson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing is Milton. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
To throw, it's Milton.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and a yard. Here's Milton.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
3rd and 12. To throw is Milton. That pass completed to Dortch.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Watson. Washington's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Patriots take over.
The Patriots offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. Now Milton.
Over the middle, he's got Myers. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
2nd down and a yard. They'll give this to Achane.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
At the 34-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. And a dump off here to Robinson.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's 2nd and 7. Robinson up the middle. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Watson, flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens add 6 to their lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Milton now to throw.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
The Ravens offense and their quarterback Deshaun Watson set to take over once more.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now that sets up 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Watson. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Again, it's Achane.
And he might have gotten that yard back, and that's about it, as he'll take it only up to about the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Now a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end. From the gun on third, Watson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Milton.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all.
Watson now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Following the fumble recovery, Milton. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Milton.
And this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The kick by Lutz is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got him.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Aiden Hutchinson.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Patriots offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Milton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes. You can read his hands. And you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Milton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Watson.
A short one there to Fryermuth.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Robinson with another carry. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Watson. And coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
New England trying to get a place on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2nd and 2. The short throw pulled in by Woods. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Patriots.
Back to throw. Milton looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Myers. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Throwing is Milton.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second-half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
3rd and 3.
Now Watson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Now it's Watson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
New England's offense set to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
To throw, it's Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Here's Milton. Open man is Myers. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. On the handoff, it's Achane. And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Running right, here's Achane. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. To throw is Milton. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and it's second down. Now Milton. That one caught by Polk.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Looking to throw. Milton. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should...
That's caught by Woods. Touchdown, New England. 8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Pats have taken a fourth quarter lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
To throw is Watson.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. That one into the hands of Flowers.
7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Back to throw, Watson.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Fights him off. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Out of the gun, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And down inside the 15 he goes. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr., his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Here's Milton now to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A nice little juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Encroachment, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced
Automatic
error.
first
Stay
down.
alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Back to throw. Milton.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the gun on third down, Milton. He's got it at the 15. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there for New England. 41 yards.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Once more from the 11, 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers from 6 yards away.
And the Patriots have regained the lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year.
They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by a field goal. A minute 53 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
To throw, Watson.
Able to get away. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Here's Watson.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Watson to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Watson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
They'll run for it with Achane.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Milton. Now this complete to Polk. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
First down, New England.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win.